All right, I am back, I guess. That was a bit of a annoying break, but and some technical difficulty, but I am back in recording. So, where I left off, and let's see how far we can get tonight. I really do want to get the block editor working. So where I left off was Lovable was sort of fighting me on it's not understanding how to build out the editor, and I don't understand why. My theory really is that there's something it's doing. Oh no, hey, it works now. Ooh, that first drop is not good. I want you to. Can you remove the toast that says a block was added to the stage, to the editor, and fix the names in the side menu or sidebar, because they are not showing the right title and latest version. They're not showing the latest version and name correctly. All right. All right, I think we're cooking again. Having this is a big help. Let's hit save real quick. I want to see if... All right, so we're actually saving these things, and I can interact with them. I have, it looks like all the functionality back in. I'm noticing there's a bunch of just stupid bugs and stuff on the side menu, but that's fine. And I just want to make sure that the block editor still works. All right, that's good. I still have not been able to figure out how to center it, but I don't really care about that. All right, so all right. So the plan for now is going to be how far can we get this going? All right, there's a build error. What I want to do is, all right, the next thing we're going to do, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to version it once I get this working. And then I will, actually let me see what I'm on right now. Go to project settings. I'm just assuming it's going to work in the background. GitHub. Okay, I can go back to main. All right, what I want to do is I'm going to merge everything from this branch into the main once this is done. Where's my code repository? Great. All right, let me exit out of all this stuff because I was trying to figure out what was going on under the hood with very little luck. And now let's clear this. I just want to show you where I get branch. All right. So what we'll do is we'll make a new branch. We're going to merge everything back down to main. We're going to make a new branch, and then we'll be good to go. And let's see what Lovable is doing here, if it actually has made an update. I'm hoping that by removing... Oh, God, it's still doing this. I'm hoping by removing... No, there's some, like, event that happens as soon as I add something to the stage. I want you to remove any event or update that happens on the adventure editor when a block is added, because it's freezing the editor, and I'm losing mouse focus. All right. What we'll do after this is I want to start getting. I want to get this back into. Oh my god, this whole top area is completely messed up. But that's fine. We'll fix all that. I'm just actually happy that I'm like getting a little bit closer here. So we have a room and we have a direction, and the goal, at least where I want to get to for tonight, is I want to get it to where I can build a room or 2 rooms, and I can build a direction, and then I can target it another room. Fields, metadata. So there's a whole template thing that I can do here too. I don't know what the stack. Oh, the stack is everything that goes inside of it. Yeah, we'll deal with the templating stuff. That'll probably be something more for tomorrow. The way the template works is that each block gets a text template. If you were actually using these blocks for coding, what would wind up happening is that you would use it to generate out code. In our case, what we're going to do is we're going to use it to generate out a text description, and the text description will sort of explain what that scene is as you move from room to room in the text adventure game. And this is still broken. Well, this is actually working here. It's just broken here. These changes significantly improve the editor's performance by reducing unnecessary re-renders and event causing. Okay. The thing that I want to do while we're here is I'm going to start keeping track of bugs, and I'm going to start filing issues so that I can keep track of things that are not working right. So side nav, adventure, side nav, not displaying the correct adventure name or and latest version. We'll take a quick screenshot of this once this thing reloads. There seems to be an error, so we'll have it fix the error. And I think while it fixes the error, I can just take a screenshot. Oops. I gotta take a screenshot of this right now for the here we go. Man, it really broke a whole bunch of like my UI and all. No, I guess, you know what? This monitor I'm using is just garbage. I can't see the highlight really well when it's too light. So I have like a cheap ultra wide that I bought for my racing rig that I decided to use in my office for some reason because the other one that I got is too big. All right, so let's go here. We'll make this new issue, and we're just going to add this image. It's assigned to myself. The label is that it's a bug, and that's it. All right, so we'll create this issue. Oh, I should have tagged it to do a new one next. And I'm just going to start having to be more judicial now about tagging out all the bugs because it's just going to start creeping up on me before the end of Ludum Dare. All right, so let's see if it restarts. And the bug that I'm trying to fix right now is a problem where there's some sort of event stuff that's happening. There was a bunch of legacy code that I had from from copying this foundation over that did a lot of stuff to like update the text template in the editor in real time, but I never really got it working. So it seems like every time I added a block, there we go. Now it's good. All right. I think this is good enough for us to stop and pause at right now. What I'll do is let's go here and we'll go into the project settings. We're going to go to GitHub. Oh, actually, I don't need to do anything. I need to just go into here. And we're going to do git fetch. Why is bash giving me an error? Git fetch all put in my password. And then we'll do git pull all. All right. So, it's interesting. It's fixed here. I think there's something weird going on with the scaling. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I knew that something like looked weird. Wait. Whoa. That's really weird. I've never seen that before. Oh wait, there's an error here. Shoot, let's fix this error. The navigation is different. Whoa, all of this stuff. Whoa, what just happened here? How did it go from like working to just being busted up? Oh, I know why. Because I'm in the block editor like an idiot. This thing is completely just all screwed up. But that's fine. We'll fix that later. Right, I just want to make sure at least this is working. How are we doing with Lovable? If you're just joining the stream, I am working on my Ludum game. I'm trying to make a engine that lets you generate out text adventure games because I never do what I'm supposed to do, and I always just like building. I like building game engines and tools better than I do actual games. But anyways, I'm trying to use Blockly to create a system where I can drag and drop different pieces to build out rooms and all this other stuff. It'll become a lot more apparent as I get this working again. I want to know why this crash happened though. Yeah, something really weird happened here. And even weirder is that I don't see it. Git pull, wait, git fetch all. Oops. All right, I thought I was going to create a new branch, but I don't want to push this when it's all broken. So git pull all. All right, let's see what it does after it refreshes here. Interesting. Why is the... Oh, God. That's why. What a hot mess this is. Okay, fine. Let's do this. Let's save this. And then I will go and start fixing this UI crap. Oh, God, it's so bad. So frustrating. Let me clear this, and we're going to do git. Let me see what branch I'm on. I should be on v1.0. Great. Git checkout main. Git merge v0.1.0. And now git branch v0.2.0. Git push all. And that should now give us a new branch. And then if we go back over to Lovable, it should see in a second that there's a new branch. Let me go help it out a little bit here. Project settings. It may not know to switch to that branch. GitHub. Yeah, see if it's stuck on this branch. We'll have it switch over to V2. And now we can start working. This is the one thing well, I mean, there's many things I don't like about Lovable, but one of the things I don't like about Lovable is that you can only branch off of a branch. There's no way to merge back down to main. So this is sort of why I have this hybrid approach right now. Okay, so I want to do one thing real quick and take a look at something. I want to go back, way back in my versions and try to find where this actually didn't look like crap so that I can give it a screenshot of it and then have it refix everything. Oh, that's too far back. That goes back into it being a prompt, the prompt tool. What is going on here? All right, here we go. Fine. I guess I was going way too far back, or it saved the history from the project I copied it over from, but here, I haven't built that yet. Let's try this version. All right, let's try this version. One of these versions will have. Perfect. Okay, this is what I want. All right, let's go now and tell it to fix this UI. And encountered an error. We're going to move a little forward and we'll see if the error still happens, and I'll go back and try to fix it. But, all right, I want you to clean up the UI for the I want you to clean up the UI for the adventure editor. Follow this comp or this image and make sure you implement the logic to show and hide more. Wait, what did it? Oh, well, let me just paste this image in. What was it? Hide details. More details where the description input field goes, and add a well, we'll do the version button later. Make sure you implement, then make sure the Blockly editor is below the adventure data fields. All right, let's have it do that and see if it'll fix this design for us. Trying to think through other bugs and stuff. I mean, there's so many weird bugs that I haven't gotten to yet. Let me delete this, go to trash. I want to empty the trash. All right, error emptying the trash, and let me see if there's a delete permanently. Okay. Oop, that's a good error, but at least it actually tells me what the hell's going on. Can't delete. Can't delete. What is it that I can't delete? So I was just getting distracted by something. Can't delete blocks. Getting an error when I try to delete a block. We'll put this into code. And then and the trash button also is not working to delete all of them. All right, assigns to myself. This is a bug, and we'll create this. And all right, let's see now. Let's see where Lovable landed. Hopefully, it fixed the UI. Jesus, man, it just doesn't get it, does it? Oh my God, it broke. It made it worse. No, moron. You made it worse. The editor should fill up the right of the sidebar, and oh God, why can't you just get this right the way? Oh, you know what? I see what it did. That was my fault. It thinks that this stupid thing was a button. All right, let's just do it this way. The editor on the right side needs to expand all the way to the right of the screen. And fix the issue where opening and closing the details collapses the layout. All right, let's see if we can fix that, and then I'll go back in, and what I want to do is I'll go into the blocks. Let's go to a block. Let's go to the fields. And and the show more should look like this. Oh, I hate that highlight thing. Okay, let's do it this way. Now, fix the way the show/hide details works. I attached two comps to show it open and closed. All right, so that's closed. Where did my mouse go? I completely lost my mouse. Cool, whatever. I was trying to charge my other mouse, so we'll just use that one instead. Fix the way that the shadows hide attached. Show it open and close. Let's go and do a close one. Let's see if it fixed the layout issues, and then all right, that's something, I guess. The description should be inside of the details area. All right, let's see if this will fix it. I'm already like losing steam. I've been up since like 4:30 a.m. But we'll do this for another hour or so, and then maybe go relax for the rest of the night, and then come back and get this with a little fresher. Oh my God! It literally added. Oh, what is going on? I don't understand, why did it add these? Oh, dude. Oh, why did you remove the label and type, center the details, toggle like in the comp and exactly like the field editor, and the field editor, then remove the provide description below the before the room detail input field, and label it description. God, why can't you get this right? I don't understand what it is doing here. This needs to be... All right. Let's just get as much of this UI in, and then I'll clean this up later. So how do I have this here? Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. The title, save button, and detail toggle with description should all be in one div, and move the details toggle up, remove the border, and wrap the title and save in the same border. I don't know if it's going to understand this. Lastly, add the same version button used in the block editor to the left of the save button. All right, this is probably going to be too much for it to wrap its tiny little head around, but let's hope that it works. God, there's like so much, oh my God, there's so much stuff that's missing and just doesn't make any sense of what the hell it was doing. What I want to do is, I think I'm going to wind up just jumping in here by hand and git pull all. All right. Git branch. Oh wait, cd 0. V. Wait, no, I want git checkout v 0.2.0. Git fetch all. Git fetch all. Oops. Git pull all. There's no tracking information with the current branch. Wait, hold on a second. Git branch, git pull all. Enter passkey. There is no tracking information with current branch. Please specify which branch you want to merge with. See git pull, git branch, set upstream to equal origin slash v 0.2.0. Git pull all. Oh my god. Alright, finally. Alright, let's see what's going on here. The reason I was pulling all this code down is I think I'm just going to go and do this by hand at this point. I'm like so just tired of this. Fine. Oh my god, why didn't it wire up? Ugh. This just looks so crappy. It's so bad. I also have no idea what the hell it's doing down here. Like what all this stuff is, like why it's adding this version button here. All right. Remove this version button. All right, where do we want to go with this? All right, I think the next big thing, regardless of this whole UI just being like a complete cluster, is that I want to get this loading up the public blocks. I think if I get them loading up the public blocks, saving it and reloading it, that would be a huge win at this point. And I think that would give me enough to tomorrow start going in and fleshing out like how all the blocks will interact and work together to generate up the text for each of the rooms, and then finally I'll be able to start building a game with it. What I wanted to see, and the reason why I was pulling this code down, is that I wanted to see there's a field editor. This is the whole block editor. The layouts, sidebar panel, sidebar content. So what I want to do tomorrow, I'm going to go through and just clean up all this stuff by hand because this is just garbage. Like it's like garbage in, garbage out with this tool, and I'm just sort of getting tired of like how bad the stuff it generates sometimes is. Like whatever is going on with this whole UI is just a mess. Like why this happens and all right. So we have new tasks, we have untitled adventure. Also, this whole thing keeps like flickering. All right. here's what I want to do. I want to remove the adventure page, and when you click on adventures in the top nav, have it go directly to the adventure editor. Yeah, I did like this, but let me take a screenshot of it before it goes away. I liked it, but if anything, I might want to move these things into like the dashboard. Yeah, I have to come up with like a whole new design too. Let me. Oh my God, what? I don't know. I have to figure out how. I don't even know how I want any of this stuff to look. That's going to be a whole other world. All right. Perfect. All right. All right. I want you to fix the adventure editor layout. You are not using the same side nav as the block editor. The action button at the bottom is wrong, and when you click to load an adventure, the entire page flickers and the layout jitters. I want you to refactor this without breaking any logic to use as much of the block editor UI that can be shared between both editors. Layout, sidebar, action buttons on each selectable item, selection highlighting, etc. Venture. All right, let's see if we can rebuild this and clean this up. Kind of was, what was the, I'm trying to think of what the name of that other Twine game engine. Let's see what Twine. Kind of, I guess Twine is sort of like the closest thing to what I was envisioning this skip. Sure, let's create a new story. And new story. It's funny, I did this yesterday and I couldn't figure out how to actually add a new, couldn't figure out how to connect these two. Build. Alright, that didn't do much for me. We'll use it as a reference point, maybe. Oh my god, I was about to lose my shit. It didn't do anything, but it just hasn't refreshed yet. Alright, come on, any day now. Edited 9 files. I've refactored the adventure layout to match the block editor as I fixed the flickering. Ooh, finally. Thank God. Alright. Wait, what the fuck did it do? Oh my God. Alright, I'm hoping this error is because it isn't showing the Blockly editor anymore and why it got rid of it. Alright, let me think of that. I want to think through everything else that I need to do in this. Well, public isn't working. Create a new adventure. Why is all the UI changed constantly here? That I can fix on my own. Every time I try to get Lovable to fix it, it just doesn't understand. This is consistent across the board with all these LLMs. It's it doesn't understand how to do things consistently, or when you tell it to reference something else, it just sort of makes it up and doesn't look at the reference that you gave it. I'm losing steam. Come on. Make this the one that counts. Alright, did this fix it? Ugh, thank God. Alright. Okay, now I think the big thing we need to do, I want to make this public. Alright. I need you to wire up the actions for the adventure editor side nav. Actually, let me trash. You should be able to move or to make a adventure public or send to trash. Again, it should work exactly like the block editor does. and you need to remove the refresh button next to the action button and make the action button a empty trash, a red empty trash button when in the trash tab, exactly like the block editor's sidebar. The adventure sidebar should work exactly like the block editor sidebar and share as much of the UI as possible, just customized for the adventure or block editors they are used in. God, it's never going to figure that one out. All right, I will be right back in a second. All right, let's see what damage Lovable has done. Oh, it's still doing its damage. Cool. Kind of curious what it's actually editing here. Toggle public. Use trash icon. Use delete adventure. Empty trash. Yeah, I think this will be stuff that I do later on where what I want to do is I want to go through all the UI and just refactor it so that it's reusable. Because this is just not sustainable. Vanilla in the adventure editor sidebar actions to work exactly like the block editor. Changes include adding the adventure sidebar now. All right. Make private. Delete. Let's restore it. Let's delete this one. Delete permanently. All right, that's a whole other world of hurt I'll deal with. Issues. Can't delete adventures. Trying to delete an adventure. Says it deletes it, but it doesn't. And the UI locks up. This is a common problem with whatever this modal thing that it implements is always shitty. All right, make this a bug, create, and I think I'm just going to wrap this up. This is what anyone's even watching. So let's see, what are the next changes that I need to do here? All right. Now I want you to display the most recent version of the adventure's name in the sidebar button. Right now they are defaulting to the first version's name. All right, these are the last two changes we're going to do. Let's see if I can get this thing to finally use the right version name. And then the next thing I'm going to do is going to be, I just want to get it to see if it'll load up the blocks from the database. And then I think we're in a good place. Then tomorrow I can put together all the block logic, the play logic, all the other stuff that needs to happen. Yeah, all right. I'm going to call it a night, and I will come back early tomorrow and start doing this again. So for everyone who watched today, thank you. I appreciate it. And yeah, I'll be around tomorrow for sure.